everyone. So let's continue with constraints. So what is a constraint, Sharat?
Constraints are applied to columns so that correct information is entered.
Mhm. Okay. So different constraints we have. We have seen the different names of constraints. Krishma, one constraint name?
Primary key constraint.
Irfan?
Unique constraint.
So different constraints are there. Let's see the explanation, the definitions of each and every constraint. Okay. The first one is primary key constraint. What is the speciality of primary key constraint? It ensures unique value in column. The first one is the value should be unique. The second condition is that data entry is mandatory. The particular column should not be empty, and whatever data is entering, it should be unique. Clear? Basil? So primary key constraint means if you give a particular column as primary key, actually two conditions will be applied automatically. The first condition is we can't enter any empty value. We can't skip that particular column. Second condition is that whatever value you are providing should be unique. No duplication. Second one is unique. That means the value should not be empty. Sharat, the value entered should not be empty. Sorry, unique means it should be unique. No duplicate values are allowed. Unique. Allows only unique values. But the specialty is that it allows null values. The column value can be empty. It should be unique. Okay. Next one is not null. Not null means the column entry, the value entry is mandatory. A default means if you are not providing any value to that particular column, a default value must be stored. That's the meaning of default. It allows to specify any value which will be automatically inserted in applied column if we are not specifying the value in the insert query. Sharat, had your lunch? Sure. Just feeling sleepy. Okay. Next one is check. So as I told you, you can control the values. You can write like in between 0 and 100. So whatever value entered to that particular column is restricted within those values. Controls the values. The last one is foreign key. Foreign key is used for linking two tables. What is the speciality of foreign key? What is the speciality of foreign key, Anjo? And Joe. Okay, then let me tell you the definition. It's a non-key attribute whose values are derived from the primary key column of another table. It is a non-key attribute. That means it is not the attribute of that particular table. It's a foreigner. It's a non-key, non-key attribute whose values are derived from the primary key column of some another table. That's called foreign key. Okay, that's what it is written here. The specified column in one table must be a primary key and referred by the column of another table. So whatever we are referring here as foreign key should be primary key of some another table. When you see example, you will understand it. You can copy down. Once it is over, you can tell me so that I can move to the next slide. Any doubts? Science. Science students are not there. Is that clear? Meghna, why no response? If you are not responding properly, I can hold this off. Now, just see this example. I will explain to you and I will ask you questions. Sharon. Okay. See the table given here. This is not required. Create table persons. So what's the table name, Anjo? What is the table name? Showing no interest in IP. What happened, Anjo? How your interest is gone? Because I started asking you questions. Okay. Next column name is last name varchar not null. The first one is ID int primary key. When you write, see how the constraint is written at the time of table creation. Create table persons, open the bracket. I don't write that question mark. Okay. Don't write that question mark. That is not there. Bracket ID int the constraint you need to write by adding space primary key. When you write that particular statement, what happens? This ID becomes the primary key of persons table. So values should not be repeated. You have to enter unique values and it should not be empty. Okay, so persons tables primary key is ID. ID is the primary key. Is that clear how to write a primary key constraint? Sharath?
Yes, ma'am.
Next constraint. Last name varchar in bracket 255 not null. What's the speciality of this particular constraint? Meghna?
It should not leave blank.
Yes. You can't skip this particular column. It should be, there should be some value. And next one, first name varchar 255. No constraint is given. Age int, here nothing is given. City varchar 255. Default Jaipur. That means if that particular, no values are specified for that particular column, city, automatically which value will be displayed? Which value will be stored, Hana? J4 value will be saved. And this particular right here. Check age greater or equal to 8. This is another thing that is called as check constraint. Close the bracket. Clear? Create table persons ID int space primary key. You don't have to leave lots of spaces. Last name varchar 255 not null, comma, first name varchar 255, comma, age int. And there itself we can give the constraint. Check age greater than or equal to 18. So if you enter a value below 18, MySQL won't allow you to insert this value because we have given a check constraint. Okay. The previous one that you have seen is a different method that we'll see later. Any doubt in this constraint? Amal Raj? Vithur, Evelyn, Meenakshi. Turn on your video, Vithur, Evelyn, Meenakshi. And your timetable was not there, right? A few minutes ago only I realized about the missing of 12B students. I thought it's a boycott IP class. Okay. So this is how you'll write the check constraint and the default constraint, Jaipur, then close the bracket, semicolon. Now let's see one by one. This is over. Can I change, Muhammad Irfan? Can I change? So the one table is created. Create table ABC Limited. Table name is Meenakshi. Table name is ABC
Limited.
Limited. And EMPNO int constraint is specified, that is primary key, comma, name varchar 20 not null, another constraint is specified, DTT varchar in bracket 20, the default value is given. marketing, comma, salary int. So how many constraints are there, Sharat? One
Four.
in this example. One, two, three only. Based on this example, I'm asking you. How many constraints? Only three constraints. Primary key constraint, not null constraint, and default constraint is applied. Now, the next thing is inserting values. The first statement is insert into ABC Limited values 1 comma Freddy comma sales comma 60,000. No issues. We have provided values to all the columns. Any issues are here? No. That's why query OK, one row affected messages displayed. Now, next query you can see insert into ABC Limited values one again. The person is trying to enter again one. So what is the result? It's giving a message duplicate entry one for key primary. Why? Because already we have specified as primary key. Isn't it, Hannah? Already at the table creation time, we specified it as to make it as primary key. If it is primary key, then duplicate values are not allowed. That is why when you try to enter one again, it is giving you a error message. Okay. Who can explain to me the second method, second example? Ashish Benny? Explanation, everything is given. Ashish Benny? Ashish Benny? Elvina?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
In the second, it is giving null. It's an error
Because
because in that it's a name Vakya
Hmm.
and
not
that-
null specified. Yes. Okay. The constraint is not null, but the person entered null value. So it won't allow you to save this particular row of information. That is, it is generating the error as column name cannot be null. Hope it is clear. Vithul, is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts? No. Moving to the next thing. Evelyn, read it. Take your own time. Take your own time means you can take maximum 1 minute and read everything, understand it, and explain it. Others also. Clear? Evelyn? Any doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
Now tell me, what is it?
To use the default constraint.
Okay.
So, first of all, we need to write the steps. Insert into ABC Limited, EMPNO, name, comma, salary. In that values we are adding at 2. Then
Greek
G-
8,000.
GREG, 8,000. Then we didn't write the department
Okay.
automatically, so marketing will be coming.
Now, market will be displayed because we have given the default value as marketing. That previous time of table creation, we have given, not this, sorry. We have given department number, DPT, varchar, default as marketing. So if we are not specifying that particular column value, automatically marketing will be saved as a value. Is that clear? Should I repeat? Mohammad Irfan? Clear? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Amal Raj? Amal Raj?
Yes, ma'am.
Next day when I ask you, you tell me the answer. Your answer should not be don't know. Not expecting that answer from you. Now, the real thing is our foreign key. See the command? How to write a foreign key. Listen carefully. There is a table called ABC Limited, which has 4 attributes. One is EMPNO, second one is name, third one is DPT, fourth one is salary. And EMPNO is the primary key of ABC Limited. Till here, any doubt? No doubt. Okay. Now, next thing what you're going to do is you're going to create a table called training. A table called training. And training doesn't have any primary keys. It has only a foreign key as EMPNO. So this particular table is created in order to link between ABC Limited and training table. So here the first column name is EMPNO int. Actually, this EMPNO is not the attribute of this particular table. This is a foreigner coming from where? Mithur, coming from? From Japan. Coming from ABC Limited. I am asking the question. I am saying the answer. Okay. EMPNO is coming from EMPNO is coming from on the way, long way traveled from ABC Limited to training. Okay. Then training name Varcat 20, start date, end date. Okay. Now, if you want to make EMPNO, see, if we complete this query here, what happens? This will become entirely different table with EMPNO in as a column name. But we are not doing that. Instead of that, you are writing a constraint. Here also you can skip just a moment. Here you can write foreign key. Okay, how to write it? Foreign key. Which is the foreign key in this table? This is the foreign key. That is why both EMPNO, this EMPNO are in blue color. Okay. That should be in bracket. References. This EMPNO is coming from where? Mithur?
ABC.
ABC, but that is why it is referencing, references. Then there should be a space. The table name is ABC Limited. Now ABC Limited's which column name it is referencing? Amalraj? ABC Limited's EMPNO it is referencing. So this EMPNO is the EMPNO of this table. Okay? Understood? And it is not compulsory that this EMPNO should be EMPNO itself. You can give any name to this particular column. So when you need to do the changes, Sharath, if I'm changing it here as NO, which EMPNO I should change to NO?
The blue one.
Blue one, very good. Oh, so you're listening. Hmm? And should we change the green one, Grishma?
No.
No, you should not change. This should be the exactly same column name of the other table. And when you create the table, when you create the column, it should have the same data type. This data type and this and this data type should be same. The creation of ABC Limited, see the data type, what it is? Int. Same thing you need to write here also. Clear? This is how you need to write a foreign key constraint. Not that much simple as the other constraint. That is the only difference. Finish writing? Is there any doubts? Any clarification is later? Yes or no? Hello? Did I explain it again? Agna. Did I explain, Meenakshi?
No, ma'am.
Why all are understanding everything the first time itself? So no doubts. Very good. Excellent. Now, Roshan Jain. See, children, it's from 210 onwards. Agna, Roshan. See this example. I'll explain this. Select star from ABC Limited. This is their table where you have the primary key as EMPNO. Okay. EMPNO has only two values, 1 and 2. Two names, Freddy and Grigory. Not Grigory, Grig. Department, sales and marketing, salary 60,000 and 80,000. Now, insert into training values 1, comma, SBSB, comma, 2000. It will work because What is the definition of foreign key? It's a non-key attribute whose values are derived from the primary column of some other table. So one you can write 1 comma SBSP. So my question is, training SBSP training name. Who is in SBSB training? Who is taking part in SBSB training? Meenakshi. Which employee is taking part in SBSB training? Freddie. How you came to know that? Because that is not specified in training. That is how. Here we are linking the two tables. SBSB is EMTNOS 1. And one is who? Sharath, one is who? Freddie. So Freddie attending the training. Now, next value, next set. Insert into training values 3, KVSD 2018, 10, 10, 2018, 10, 11. Error. Why? Why? Why it is not possible? Why? Kyun?
Because its value is not there in the other table.
Yes, there is no such employee who has a employee number 3. If that employee is not there in the company, how can he attend the training? There comes the foreign key. That is why you're writing a foreign key constraint. When you write a foreign key constraint, the values should be derived from, values must be from the primary key table columns. You can enter only 1 and 2. 3 is not allowed. Okay. Suppose that particular employee resigned from the company. So from the primary table, if you are trying to delete it, it will give you an error message. What can be the error message? This particular employee is referred in some other table. So what do you need to do? You have to delete from this table. Then only you can delete from the primary table. So that is how a primary key, foreign key constraint works. Agna, hello. The class is at 2:10. So hope you understood what is a foreign key constraint. Why no response? Understood or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Evelyn, understood or not?
Yes,
Let me
ma'am.
hear your voice. Understood or not? Amalraj.
Yes.
Anna,
Yes, ma'am.
Meghna,
Yes, ma'am.
Meenakshi,
Yes, ma'am.
Elvina,
Yes, ma'am.
Grishma.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Agna's here. Agna. No response. Okay. That's all for today. Thank you. Bye.